Welcome everyone back to the shuffle with all the boys, and I think all of us are here. Johnny's actually sent his apologies. He's not going to make it tonight, and I sent him a derogatory text message, but that's okay because you weren't here, Toura. We had a special guest last week.
Can I just say too, great job, man. Just fucking awesome work.
Well, you guys hadn't met Johnny. Well, you hadn't met Johnny before, so
and it was good to catch up with Slack Ass. It
was good, and he did probably a better. You guys said he did a better impression of Presley than I do. So.
Pretty good, man.
There you go.
Well,
pretty hard to beat.
There's the feel the love there.
He actually used his spells. Is what he did, which I thought was very interesting.
I see why you didn't put the bell. There you go.
Say no.
There you go.
Yeah, more love. However, it was a massive, big grand finale fight of epic proportions.
It fucking was.
And ended heroically as well too. Very heroically. So,
well done.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well, just before we get into how epic and heroic it was. We'll just have a quick icebreaker. Today's icebreaker is going to be what character level do you think you'd like your characters you're playing to be able to go up to?
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Well, I'm going to say level 10.
Level 10?
Yeah.
And why? Why level 10?
Because I've made it to level 9 in the old school rules, but never to level 10.
Alright, okay, yeah.
And playing it online, and I'm actually playing Eye of the Beholder. I've gone back to the old school.
Yep.
And I'm playing that, and it's so much easier back then when you can just reload. But yeah, level 10.
Yeah, level 10, alright, yep. There's a power level for you, yep.
I wouldn't mind getting my extra attack, which is just one more level, so I'm level 4, I think. Levels 3 or 4.
So you think level 5 is...
be a very nice start, yeah. Just get that extra attack going on.
Happy with at least getting to level 5, yeah.
Be alright.
Yep.
I nearly didn't make it.
We might still not.
And videos.
That's right.
Toura, what about you? What level would you like your character?
Level 4, I haven't been here enough to...
Oh, yes.
Catch up, yeah.
That's right. Oh, wow. Okay, as for me, some people say that with the power level as you progress, anything sort of past level 10 it gets harder for challenges, monster challenges and whatnot. And I think it's all about balancing encounters, but not like overloading. And I'm probably the stingy dungeon master when it comes to magical items. However, I think that's half the problem. The combat system isn't really challenge rated to allow for all the magic items that and the amount that some people hand out, and that's where you find that overbalancing.
Yeah.
All those extra items. I don't think it's the spells and the abilities and whatnot, because the monsters rank up with appropriate extra attacks and damage and whatnot. I think it's too many magic items.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So, but there is a balance issue, so they say. However, what do I think personally? I think like 5th level is like a point when you reach it's like, yep, we're here. We've gone from those plebs, that warrior that's wearing a cooking pot as a helmet, to that dude that's got that veteran look about him, that aura of I know what I'm doing. However, it's not in this group. I haven't seen it yet. Nonetheless, level 5 to 10 I think is the most interesting. We're going to go right back to where we left off, and which was at the very end of that massive epic combat where our paladin, on the verge of death, should have died on the last strike of Belligerus's hand as it reached in and clutched its hand around his heart. And you felt that cold breath of death on your neck as he reached in to say, "You are mine." Can't wait to see how that comes out.
It's going to be solid.
But nonetheless, you resisted and held off death, and heroically, despite all odds, against all the odds, you pulled off a heroic move.
Pulled off.
That's right.
Got himself off. Family friendly.
You started it.
No, I didn't start anything. He just grubs. and you've really marred my speech. What Captain Fairweather managed to ascend the lofty heights of heroic action and dispatch the fell belligerous. For real, maybe.
It was a fucking battle, man.
Yeah, you missed out, dude. It's a kick-ass fight.
It was a.
And John played as Presley.
Yeah,
We didn't have an extra person. We had just 3 of us.
Yeah,
It was pretty tough.
Johnny came down,
It was very tight.
drove down specially just to get involved in the shuffle for the boys,
Yeah,
and
it's pretty cool.
Pretty
took
cool.
over the role of the Presley.
Get him on board then.
Nice.
We need it.
Yeah.
We can have John O'Bot. He can sit in the corner.
Well, we've discussed it, and but it's his work schedule as well too.
Oh, yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
not that hard to set up a camera thing with a Skype. And
That's
we
true.
can have Johnny Bot 2000 just
Yeah,
back there
fucking
and
right.
whatnot. But it's a work thing too, so
Okay.
it's something that we're discussing, and
That's a good idea, actually.
we'd love to have him.
Yeah.
I might do that when I eventually have to move away from.
You're not
LA.
moving, mate. He's living here now.
Not for
You're a local?
not for a while anyway. But
No, another 2 years, but
yeah,
anyway.
but it'd be good, and Johnny would love to be with us, even remotely over the
Johnny
distance. Good old Johnny.
yeah,
Actually
yeah.
felt like playing D&D back in the
Back
day.
in the day.
Yeah, in our teens. Yeah, it really brought us back. We're going to come right back in at the end of that combat.
Yes.
So you have only just swung the smiling goblin.
Yep.
And brought doom back upon Belligerous as you've split the wraith in two, and he suddenly disappeared in a puff of logic as his shadowy essence just disappeared.
So I have
And a call of no, 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 and then with a puff of logic, where he was standing, the star at the sea appeared.
Well, I think there's not much choice other than to pick the thing up.
I say we have a look around first, because remember
Yeah, fair.
we I don't know who touched the
Me.
but it went boom,
Yeah.
and then we were in this room,
Yeah.
and old mate.
You're right.
Maybe
So-
maybe I, because you've got no hit points. Maybe I have a look around and see.
Yeah, I
who's
like
got
your
hit
sounds
points.
though, because we could touch it and then we could be teleported back. Yeah. Who knows?
Possibly,
who
and I'm
knows?
just thinking maybe we have a look at the room
Go
again,
for it,
and,
yeah.
and we go from
All
there.
right, so this was like a shadow sort of version of the top of the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
The galactoscope was actually in ruins when you got there, and pretty well much apart from when I think it was like a 30-foot diameter or 25, 30-foot diameter thing. It had the rails all along. It's almost like just past the rails. It's like the world goes all sort of hazy and swirly, foggy. So you can't see past the rails. But apart from the trashed galactoscope, and there is the ruined, the ruined automaton that housed Belligerous.
Oh yes, right.
For those that remember, you did
Yeah.
fight Belligerous. He was in the shape of the automaton first, or that construct. And then once you'd bashed that down into the ground, you unintentionally released Belligerous from his construct form. So
Yeah.
20 minutes later.
the only thing, apart from this inherently magical small pocket universe, is on the back of the automaton, the construct, you do notice it's like wearing a cape, like a red cape,
Okay.
which was probably because it came out as I believe it was a large construct. The size it was one of the large constructs, and it almost was unnoticeable from the back, but it's like a cape or a cloak.
Oh, okay. So that's radiating magic. So
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah,
going to do
yeah.
another. What's it called?
Identify.
Yeah, but
Ritual.
ritual. Thank you. Another ritual.
Mm-hmm.
And see if I can identify this.
That requires you to touch and hold.
Yep. I'm happy with that.
Yep. Cool. What are you doing?
I'm
for
still
these 20
meditating.
minutes?
I'm just meditating and
Yeah.
thinking how lucky I am to be alive.
Yeah. Cool. Another 10 minutes, and you discern that it's a magical cloak. Definitely magical cloak. It's a cloak of protection. Alright. It will give someone +1 to their armor class and +1
Wow.
to saving throws.
I'm going to take that.
think it's better off for you, mate.
No fucking way. Not the way we play.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're the tank.
I'd love it, but...
Well, okay, how about we just get better first and we'll have a discussion in 10 minutes.
Alright.
Okay? So I go, okay, so I carefully unclip it from said automaton. And I store it away and I explain to Presley, because you're not there yet, and I'll make what it is, and I say, look, I think this is good for you, but let's move on until we get better, because right now we're a bit fucked.
Works for me. Works for me.
Take perception rolls.
Not much. I think that's
14? Is it wisdom? Perception?
Perception, yeah.
7.
No, not for you. You see Presley roll his eyes and snort. What else? What are you doing now?
I'm still hanging with Mr. Cooper. Just
I'm gonna ask
meditating
Presley,
at the minute.
what he might think, what the go is. Presley, what's going on?
I don't know. I'm waiting for you guys to work out what we're going to do next.
Why'd you roll your eyes?
I'm not going to talk about that right now. Right now, we need to get out of this shadow universe.
Let's get out of this shadow universe.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Find our
gonna
friend and, get out of this
I'm gonna grab
this tower, man. We've been here so long.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab
And I'm not feeling good either. And
I'm gonna grab the gem. Grab
Yep.
the stone.
Yep, you grab the stone and with a flash, just like you were flashed into this shadow version of the top of the tower, you're back. The galactoscope is intact. It probably was like a mid-morning. It'd be about mid-morning.
Yeah.
Yep. You can see over to the east, over the side of the rail, there lies what you think is Ravensport, with smoke coming through the chimneys. You can see the port.
Yep.
To the south is the edge of the cliff and Lover's Leap.
I'm happy to go down the trapdoor, unless you want to stay up here for 24 hours, but...
I can't go fucking anywhere. Fucking got no hit points.
Well, I've got none either.
So-
yeah. We could do another sitting here.
I don't want to.
But I'd rather try and leave.
I've got a radical option.
Why am I surprised?
I just want to see us get out of it.
As you're discussing, the trapdoor lifts up,
Oh.
and up comes, you see the head of your friend Toura.
Oh, Toura!
Let's blow your fucking head off.
Wow. You made it back.
Jesus Christ.
Where have you been, mate?
What happened to you?
Well, that's a long story.
So the necrotic.
As you come up through and shut the trapdoor behind you,
Sorry. So 30 minutes is. Has any of the necrotic stuff started to dissipate from us, or is it we're still? Yeah, cool. Okay.
it's been 25 minutes maybe.
Yeah, I said 30 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So happy with that. Thanks. So we've got what is possibly the jewel that we were after.
I think that's likely.
I've got some rope. You've got some rope.
Well, that's another way out.
Why don't we just fucking go down the side?
20 minutes later.
Or we go, no, we're all fanarked, and let's just wait for the Necron shit to go away, and I'll give you a potion.
I'm tying well, I've only got 2 max hit points. I'm tying a rope to the galactoscope. Tying a rope. I've got a 50-foot rope, sir.
And I've got a 50-foot rope.
Yeah. This was 30 foot high, the tower.
No, the tower itself was originally was from what we judged was 90 foot.
Oh, 90.
Right, so you're gonna
I have 50 foot of rope.
So theoretically, you would, given it was a 15 foot to the thing and everything else, you would be dropping down about 10 feet.
Or we could just take our chances, put our trust and faith in Dizzy, and go back whence Toura came to the trapdoor. We could try that.
Well, we could ask Toura what he saw.
What did you see on the way up, mate?
Not much. All I could smell was rotting flesh.
Ooh.
but that's where you've come straight from.
I'd like to do a possible, just not so much a short rest, just to wait a bit to see if the necrotic.
Yeah, that's
necrotic damage that we've taken dissipates,
It's reasonable.
because I don't want to walk downstairs when you're
Potentially into something.
right. I'd rather
All right.
we wait for that.
Yep.
You drink a potion and then we walk downstairs.
All right. So let's hang.
Maybe give it an hour.
Let's hang for a bit. Right. I suspect it's going to take longer than an hour.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's going to take an hour to get all of it.
No, we.
You might get 5.
All right. I'm going to set up shop on the trapdoor.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit down, meditate, and commune with my Lord.
So a short rest.
Sure.
Alright, cool. Presley think that's a good idea because he could do with a short rest. What's our hit points? Presley's on 7,
11.
12.
2.
and your maximums, you
2.
know what your maximums are.
Yeah.
Maximum's 4.
2.
Was it?
Yeah, because the last 2 necrotic damage was 2.
Jesus.
Yeah, if I didn't hit it, I was dead.
Yeah, pretty well.
That's how it was.
Alright, cool.
It was pretty tight.
So everyone can expend hit dice if they want. Presley will play the lute to do the Song of Rest as well.
Yeah,
Okay, at the conclusion of the rest. As long as you spend a hit dice, you'll get some of that. And also, Presley will give an inspiring speech, and he'll really just drone on at the end of the long rest about the heroic actions. It's actually, oh, Captain, this is the start of the song.
Wow.
This, oh my God, I'm going to pass out. Oh. And he starts strumming and singing about your actions in the fight, how heroic you looked, how it was like a desperate last stand, and despite what everyone else said, you stood up to the evil and smote it against all odds. Heroic.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Love the song, man.
Legendary. And everyone can have 9 temporary hit points. Your necrotic, the damage you've taken is really, it's like soul damage, you know, it's burnt your soul, and a small amount of an hour's repast and a bit of meditation, even with the lovely music of Presley in the background there, is not enough to relieve the dark pain you both feel on the inside.
Yeah.
Ill effects.
So you're on 2 hit points?
11 now.
Oh yeah, because
Temporary.
So I walk over to Presley and I say, I want you to take this cloak and put it on for the way down.
Flashback.
You see Presley roll his eyes and snort.
I ask Presley
Meditating at the minute.
what he might think, what the go is. I said, Presley, what's going on?
I don't know, I'm waiting for you guys to work out what we're going to do next.
Why'd you roll your eyes?
I'm not going to talk about that right now.
I walk over to Presley and I say, I want you to take this cloak and put it on for the way down. We'll work out the rest later. Give yourself a better chance of defending yourself.
Says, well, just wait till we get out of this curse.
No, someone better fucking wear it now, otherwise it's useless.
He says, oh no. We'll wait till something else happens. We'll wait. He's happy to wait until we get out of this cursed place. I can't wait to get the fuck out of this place.
Okay, then I give it to old mate with 2 hit points and say, put this fucking thing on. And
It's an attunement item, so that's another hour.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't realise it was a...
No, it's going to take attunement, so...
do you want to attune yourself to it?
Yeah. But honestly think that...
Could we not have done that during...
if you'd asked beforehand,
yeah, well, you
then yes.
fucking tell me it was an attunement item. That's okay. Happy with that.
No, I didn't.
If you guys are happy for me to wear it, because already I got quite happy.
So do you want to... Alright, so yes, it requires attunement.
I think...
you can only attune to 3 items, so...
Yeah. So I've got my axe.
That's not an attuned item.
Okay.
Alright.
I actually think as you got the lowest armor class.
I don't have the lowest karma class. He has the lowest
Oh,
karma
you
class.
do? Really? What's your AC? 15 or something. What is it?
16.
Oh, okay.
What's
I do
your
have
AC?
the lowest.
Yeah, you're the wizard.
But I'm not the guy that's up the front.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a wizard, Harry. I'm
Yeah,
not the guy
but
that's up the front.
sometimes there's multiple opponents.
Okay, look, I don't want to take it.
I think you should.
Okay, for the moment, I'll take it for the
You're a good man. You're a good man.
and I attune it.
You're a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
I mean, I'd love to wear it, don't get me wrong. I'd get a boner for AC, you know I do.
That's right.
But,
You're the tank.
yeah. But,
Last chance.
Take it.
I'll fucking wear it then.
He attunes.
Oh, fuck
Good.
yeah.
I really don't give a fuck who attunes to it.
I'm going to attune. I'm going to attune to it. And that will take me to, when I got my shield, 20.
Exactly.
And +1 to whatever it was. But it's the AC that I heard. I just heard AC in
Take it.
my brain backflipped.
Become the tank you've always dreamed
That's
of being.
right. That's right.